So in the last session, we discussed about DevOps introduction, right? What is DevOps? Why DevOps? So what is automation? Why automation? Why the project teams are looking for automation tools, right? Why the project teams are looking for automation engineers currently, right? These are all we discussed. Today we are going to discuss about cloud introduction. What is cloud? Why cloud? Why the project teams are looking for cloud, right? Yeah, what is cost saving? Why the project teams are migrating their applications to cloud infrastructure? These are all we discussed today. So anyone newly joined today? So the people who are not attended yesterday, so anyone joined today, can you share your WhatsApp number, email address in the chat? So my mobile number is 96422111711. This number already shared with you yesterday. So if anyone joined today, those who are not attended yesterday, can you share your WhatsApp number, email address in the chat so that we'll provide you course content, yesterday's recording, right? Fine. Let's get started. Yeah. Fine. Introduction to cloud. Today's agenda here is what is cloud computing, benefits of cloud computing, what is a data center, types of cloud computing, types of cloud services, what is cost saving, yeah, cloud market share, why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure. These are all we discussed today. Fine. So what is cloud computing? So if anyone asks this question, what would be your answer? What is cloud computing? Anyone? Anyone having idea? Online guys or classroom? Anyone having idea? What is cloud computing? Fine. So I collected definition. So this is the definition. See here. It is a on-demand availability of computer system, resources, storage, and a computing power. So without direct active management by the user. What does it mean? What is on-demand? Anyone? Anyone having idea? What is on-demand? Instantly,
Instant
immediately,
payment.
right? So whenever needed, that should be available. For example, project team required 100 servers, 100 resources. So those should be available within 1 minute, right? Instantly, immediately, right? Yeah. So whatever servers, whatever storages, whatever devices we are creating in cloud, those are on demand, right? So whenever the project team required, we can create by single click within a minute, which is on demand. It is the on demand availability of computer system, resources, storage, and computing power without direct active management by the user. Fine. Yeah. Let's assume that there is no cloud concept. There is no cloud concept. So all our infrastructure is hosted in our local data center, local server room, right? So when we have local server room, local data center, yeah. So what we will do, we'll take the full control of them, right? So whatever, for example, we have physical servers in our server room. We'll take the full control of them. So whenever you want to upgrade, whenever you want to modify, whenever you want to shut down, restart, we can physically operate the resources, right? So that was the case few years ago. However, with the introduction of cloud, everything has been changed now. So our infrastructure is no longer sitting inside of our local server room, local data center. So rather it is being offered by a cloud provider like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Ali Cloud, DigitalOcean, Fastly, Heroku. So many clouds are there. But very popular cloud is AWS, right? So AWS is in first place. Yeah, most of the organizations they are using AWS. 33% of the market share occupied by the AWS, right? Yeah, so whatever resources, whatever servers, whatever storage, whatever network we are using in cloud, for that usage, we have to pay the bills like gas bills, electricity bills, right? Yeah. So currently we are using cloud infrastructure, right? So whenever the project team required any resources, by single click, we can create n number of resources in the cloud, right? Yeah, fine. Clear, right? What is cloud computing? Yeah. So it is a Google Drive. Where we see this Google Drive? Where we get this Google Drive? Anyone? Google Drive. So in Gmail, so whenever you click on Gmail, you will see the Google Drive, right? So go to Gmail. So here, go to, yeah, see here, this is the drive, Google Drive, right? Yeah. So when you want to upload any files, when you want to save any data on Google Drive, once you upload, where the files will be stored? Anyone? For example, I uploaded PDF documents to the Google Drive. So when I upload any documents to the Google Drive, where those files will be stored? So backend, there will be a server. So actually it is not a server, it is a data center, right? So when I upload any files into Google Drive, that files will be directly uploaded into data center, right? What is data center, anyone? What is data center? Yeah. So now we are
Data
talking
center is
about,
like a
yeah. Go ahead, please. Yes.
collection of
Data
servers
center.
actually, Ram.
Collection of servers. Yes, yes. Fine. So we are talking about data center, right? So data center is a simply you can say server room, server room. So people are calling it as hub room or network room, right? Yeah, different names, but actually it is a server room where we host all the servers, right? So in data center we host servers, storages, network, switches, right? Load balancers, backup devices, right? Yeah, etc. Right? So all the host, all the devices, routers, so etc. Right? So all the devices are hosted in the data center, right? So we'll take care of this respect to engineers, right? Server admins will take care of the servers. So network engineers will take care of the network. So like that, respect to engineers take care of this, right? Now let's try to understand cloud advantages. Before going to cloud advantages, let's try to understand. For example, there is a Java project. There is a Java project, right? Yeah. So which is a startup company, which is startup company, startup, right? So first project we are trying to get from the US client. So first project, this is startup company. So they are trying to get first project from US client, right? So here we are using physical servers, not cloud servers, physical servers, right? Yeah. So first project, so they are trying to get from the US client. So before getting the first project, client asks you to prepare one POC. What is POC, anyone?
Point of contact.
Proof of, yeah, proof of concept. Is a proof of concept, right? So some proof. So before getting the real project, client asks you to provide some POC. For example, so when we want to buy any laptop or mobile, what we will check? Anyone? For example, we want to buy any laptop or mobile. So what we will check? We'll check the configuration, reviews, right? The people who are using, we can check all these things and we can go and buy the mobile or laptop, right? So the same way, client before giving the real project to the organizations, what they will check? They check some proof, some sample project, right? So if the sample project, whatever POC they prepared, if it is good, if it is working perfectly, right? Yeah, definitely they give you real project, right? So for this POC, client gave you 45 days timeline, 45 days timeline. Within 45 days, this POC should be completed, right? Yeah. So for this POC, client asks you to take two development servers, two QA servers, quality assurance servers, two production servers, two prod servers, right? So why we require three types of servers here? So developer develop the code on development servers. After that, testers will test the code on test servers. Finally, we can deploy onto prod servers, right? Yeah, first 30 days, developer develop the code on development servers. Once development is completed, from 31 days to 40 days, testing will be happen. Testers work on this. After that, 41 days to 45 days, deployments will be happen on prod servers, right? Yeah. So once development is completed, so they hand over to testers, right? So testing team will test the code by using unit test cases, right? Different test cases, right? So finally, the code will be deployed onto prod servers, right? Yeah. So to set up these servers, we required admins, right? So normally developers will not have any knowledge, right? To set up the servers, to set up the servers, admins required. So before setting up the servers, what we will do? Very first thing we need to buy license like OS license and also application license. We need to buy the license first before buying the servers, right? So after that, we required one admin. We need to recruit one admin to set up the servers, right? Because the developers will not have any knowledge to configure the servers, right? So after that, yeah, we required server room, server room, and also we required network, required AC, central is required, right? So central AC or normal AC. So without AC, servers will not work, right? Normally desktops, laptops, we can use anywhere. But servers without AC, servers will not be, yeah, servers will not work properly. So because server is having high computing power, like more CPUs, more memory modules, more storages, right? Yeah, high computing power. That is why AC also required here. And also server room security also required here, right? So these are all required to set up the servers, right? Yeah. So these are the physical servers we are talking, right? Physical servers, not cloud servers. Fine. So we prepare the POC and we showcase to the client. The client is rejected. What will happen? If the client is approved, it is fine. The client is rejected. What will happen? This is waste of money, right? So this is a startup company first project. This is the first project which we are trying to get from the US client. So if the project is success, then only we'll get the real project. So otherwise, what will happen? Yeah. So this is waste of money because we don't have any other projects to move the servers to other project, right? Yeah. So if the project is rejected, this is the waste of money, right? If the project is approved by client, we get the real project. Fine. Now let's try to understand cloud advantages. So this is a physical environment. Now, cloud advantages. So let's try to understand here. Okay. Yeah. So same setup here, same Java project here, same Java project, and startup. So here we are using cloud servers, not physical servers, right? So cloud servers, right? Yeah. Same POC, proof of concept, right? So here, what will happen here? So in cloud, whenever we require any servers, we can create within a minute, right? Within a minute, we can create n number of servers, right? Yeah. So first, what we will do, we can create two servers, two dev servers for first 30 days. For first 30 days, we can create two servers, development servers, right? Once the development is completed, again we can create the two more servers for quality assurance from 31 days to 40 days, right? So once testing is completed, again we can create two more servers for prod deployments, production deployment, right? From 41 days to 45 days. So whenever we require any servers, we can create within a minute. But whereas physical, first we need to place order with all the servers. They take some time, right? Maybe they take vendors, Dell vendors, HP vendors. They take 1 week or 10 days time. They deliver the servers. After that, we need to move to data center. We need to connect power network. We need to install operating system, applications, and all, right? Finally, we can access the servers, right? But whereas cloud, whenever we require servers within a minute, right, we can create n number of servers with all configurations, all packages, everything, right? Yeah. So here, when we use cloud servers, no licensing, right? So AWS will take care of that. Cloud will take care of that, right? Yeah. No admin needed here. No admin. So as a DevOps engineer, as a cloud engineer, we can create the servers. We can hand over to project, right? No server room. Server room will be taken care by cloud vendor, AWS vendor, right? So no network needed here. No network. So everything will be taken care by cloud vendor. No AC for the servers. So data centers will be maintained by AWS vendor, right? No server room security, right? So everything will be taken care by cloud vendor, fine? Yeah. So this POC is success, it is fine. This POC is not approved by client. What will happen? This is also waste of money, right? This is also waste of money. So this is cloud environment. Yeah. So in this cloud environment, so here whenever needed any servers, we can create within a minute, and also whenever we want to access, we can access within a minute, right? So this POC is not approved by client. What will happen? This is also waste of money. But what will happen here? So here, for example, $100 will be wasted, right? Whereas physical, $500 will be wasted, right? So in cloud environment, $100 will be wasted. Physical environment, $500 will be wasted, right? So when we use cloud infrastructure, cloud servers, cloud resources, one third costing will be saved. Client always look for the cost saving, time saving. That is why every project team they are migrating their infrastructure to cloud infrastructure, cloud environment. Currently, most of the companies they are migrating their applications to cloud because of cost saving, time saving. Clear it, everyone? Any questions here, anyone? Is it clear to you? Why the project teams are looking for AWS, right? These are the advantages. Cost will be saved, time also will be saved, right? So whenever we require any resources, we can create within a minute. But whereas physical, this will take more time to configure and costing also higher, right? That is why, yeah, project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure. Clear, right, everyone? Is it clear to you? I gave you unmute, right? So you are in unmute, so you can ask any questions. I gave you, I allowed. If you want to talk, you can talk anytime. I gave you unmute option, right? Someone saying muted. No. So it is enabled. Mic enabled. Fine. Clear, right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Fine. Now let's move to next slide here. Yeah. So when we upload any data into Google Drive, that data will be directly uploaded into Google Data Center, right? Yeah. Now, so these are the benefits of AWS cloud computing, right? Cost effectiveness. Cost effective. What is cost effective? So whenever we use cloud infrastructure, cost will be reduced. Easy to use. We can directly click on that and we can access. Automation. We can automate the activities, right? High performance. Compare with the, yeah, physical environment. Cloud resources are highly performant, high performance resources, right? So largest cloud infrastructure, right? So if you want to increase the resources, you can increase. If you want to use yeah, enterprise level infrastructure you can use in cloud, right? Yeah. See here. So cloud computing at a glance. Here we have five essential characteristics, three service models, four deployment models. What are those? Five essential characteristics. First one is on demand. What is on demand? Anyone? We discussed already. What is on demand? We discussed, right?
Instantly.
Instantly, immediately, right? So whenever we require any resources, we just log in into AWS and we can create within a minute, which is on demand, right? Next one, broad network access. Whatever resources we are using in cloud, those we can access from anywhere, from your home, from your office, even from your mobile also, we can access with the proper authentication only, right? So broad network access. Resource pooling, yeah, whatever resources we are using in cloud, those we can pull it up and we can reuse n number of times. We can reuse the resources n number of times. We can stop the servers, we can start the servers, we can use, right? We can upgrade, we can modify, we can reuse n number of times, right? So rapid elasticity, for example, I am working on database server, so database server is giving performance issues, right? So on the fly, I can increase RAM, I can increase CPU, I can increase storage, right? In cloud environment, without any downtime, we can scale up, we can increase, we can decrease, or we can modify whatever you require. But whereas physical, is it possible to you? For example, on physical server, I want to upgrade the RAM. What we have to do? First of all, we need to shut down, right? First of all, we need to shut down and we need to open the cabin and we can upgrade the memory, right? So that takes some time, downtime required. But in cloud environments, so we don't need to shut down the server. So on the fly, we can increase the RAM, we can increase the CPU, we can increase the storage, etc. Right? Clear, right? Yeah. So measured service. What is measured service? Whatever resources we are using in cloud, those are measured. For example, I am using a server from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. For that 9 hours only, I have to pay the bills. Or else I'm using a server for 1 hour daily. For that 1 hour only, I have to pay the bills. Right? So whatever services we're using in cloud, those are measured. Fine. So these are the five essential characteristics which are very, very important. Interview questions also. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. Next one. Three service models are available here. Three service models. What are those? IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. What is infrastructure as a service? So we create a server. On top of that, we deploy required applications like Kubernetes, Docker, Ansible, Java, Python, whatever we require. We create a server. On top of that, we deploy the required application, which is nothing but IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Second one is platform as a service. So this platform already available in AWS, like Kubernetes. Kubernetes is already available in AWS. You just click on that and you can use, right? So platform already available. So third one is the software as a service. This is mainly for reusability, like Google Drive, OneDrive, Amazon shopping site, right? So whatever we are using, reusing, that is comes under SaaS, software as a service, right? So these are the three service models. Next one is deployment models. These are the four deployment models. So private cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud, public cloud, right? What is private cloud? It is a on-premises cloud. Our server, local server room, like VMware, which is a on-premises cloud, right? So next one is public cloud. This is the AWS cloud, Azure cloud, Google cloud. So whatever cloud we are accessing, yeah, we are able to access through internet, right? We are accessing through internet, which is a public cloud, right? Yeah. So next one is hybrid cloud. What is hybrid cloud? Hybrid model. Currently, people are going to office for 3 days or 2 days, working from home other days, right? So which is hybrid model, right? Yeah. So here in deployment models, hybrid model is combination of private and public cloud, both. Next one is community cloud. What is community cloud? It's a government cloud, defense cloud, which is very high secure cloud, right? So private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud. So we have deployment models, 4 deployment models. So up here, any questions, anyone? Is it clear to you? Anyone having any questions so far? Right. So he's Mr. Jeff Bezos, who invented AWS platform, right? In 2002, Amazon Web Services was born, right? Initially, they started selling books. Slowly, they prepared the cloud platform for their business. Slowly, they started giving the services to other companies, other organizations. So now he's the leader in the market, right? So if you search in Google world richest man, his name comes in second place. His name is available in second place. Okay, this is Mr. Jeff Bezos, who invented Amazon Web Services. Fine. So here we have three topmost clouds: Amazon Web Services, Azure, and Google Cloud. So Amazon occupied 33% of the market share. Most of the companies they are using Amazon Web Services. Yeah. So other companies using Azure also, Google Cloud also, right? So AWS we are going to cover nearly 42 services in our course, fully covered, right? So Azure GCP free classes will be provided, free live classes will be provided, right? So it is actually multi-cloud. It is actually multi-cloud, right? But Azure and Google is free. Fine. Yeah. So these are the quadrants. In last quadrant, Amazon Web Services in first place, Microsoft Azure in second place, Google is in third place. These are the small players: Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud, IBM Cloud. So many clouds are there. Nearly 26 more clouds are there in the market, right? Yeah. So these are the cloud computing providers, different providers. Yeah. So these are the topmost clouds currently. Yeah, project teams are using, most of the companies they are using AWS and Azure also few companies, Google also few companies, right? Yeah, so AWS is in first place. Always it is in first place because AWS services are bit costlier and also bit quality services, right? Yeah, so Azure, yeah, less costing and less quality also, right? So Google is very less costing and less quality compared to AWS, right? Yeah, so cloud market share, these are the clouds available here. So AWS occupied 33% of the market share, Azure occupied 18% of the market share, Google occupied 9%, and Alibaba Cloud 6%, IBM 5%, and also Salesforce here 3%, and Tencent 2%. Yeah, the Oracle Cloud 2%, and also other clouds, different clouds are there like Ali Cloud, yeah, DigitalOcean, Fastly, Heroku, different clouds are there. Those occupied 22%, right? So AWS always in first place. Okay, it's occupied 33% of the market share. Here this is a cloud computing market, right? So here 2022, 2024, the market is growing like this. Coming 15 to 20 years, the market would be like this only. Jobs will be increased. Also, companies are migrating their infrastructure to cloud, right? So this is the right time to grab. So currently, DevOps and the cloud, it is increasing like this. Okay, coming 15 to 20 years, the market would be like this only. Fine. Yeah. So in 2012, I switched to cloud and DevOps. From 2012 onwards, I'm seeing the market is growing like this one, right? Clear, right, everyone? Yeah, so this is a cloud introduction. So if you have any questions, you can ask me, right? So here we discussed different topics here, right? Service models, right? And also deployment models, different models we discussed. If anyone having any questions, you can ask me. So I'll share with you course content. If you need, you can WhatsApp me or you can call me. So my number already shared with you, right? So tomorrow we are going to work on SDLC, software development lifecycle, and also I'll show you tomorrow course content. If you need the course content, you can just ping me, say hi. My mobile number I'll share with you, right? 964222117. So if anyone newly joined today, so can you share your WhatsApp number, email address in the chat, so that will provide you previous recording, yesterday's recording. You can go through that and you can continue from tomorrow. Fine. Fine. So currently, every organization they are migrating to cloud infrastructure because of cost saving, time saving, right? So always every client is looking for the client. Every client is they are migrating their applications to cloud because of the time saving. Time will be saved, right? Costing also will be saved. Fine. So that is why. So currently cloud is very popular now. So even developers, testers, DevOps, and uh, support guys, right? Production support guys, admins, they are switching their current role to DevOps and cloud role because everywhere cloud, everywhere DevOps, right? Automation is number one choice currently. So every organization they're using automation tools, and every organization they're using cloud environments, cloud infrastructure. Fine. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can ask me, or else you can wind up the session today. Anyone having any questions? Any general questions also can ask me now. If you have any general questions or any technical questions, you can ask me now. Fine. Yeah, so we can wind up here. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about SDLC, software development lifecycle. So which is a very important session. So the people who are not attended yesterday, you will get the recording session. You can WhatsApp me, you can ping me, so that you can go through that and you can continue. Fine. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to work on SDLC. Fine. So Monday onwards, regular sessions will be started. So if you are interested, you can register as soon as possible so that we'll add into WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group already created. You can add into WhatsApp group. Fine. Yeah, you can take down my number. If you have any more questions, if you want to talk to me, you can WhatsApp me or you can call me. We'll discuss. Fine. Yeah.